Rubber duck to sodbuster, come over. 10-4, sodbuster. Listen, you want to put that microbus in behind that suicide jockey? Yeah, he's hauling dynamite, and he needs all the help he can get. Bold words from the late 20th century poet William Dale Fries, Jr. You pedestrians might know him as C.W. McCall. In his epic Bildungsroman poem of the Citizens Band radio set, known simply as Convoy. Words that capture an era in time when the roads were open but hardly free, where roaming bandits did their best to elude Smokey and his fellow bears in a gas-fueled race to an ever-elusive, ever-moving finish line. Such poetry and romance is captured in Marvel's US-1, a comic created in 1983 when the CB radio was beginning to lose ground to the personal computer. These truckers were the last true cowboys of the old frontier, driving their 18-wheeled steeds over the American highway to connect us in ways that we still take for granted. What, did you think that crap you bought on Amazon just showed up magically? Ulysses Solomon Archer, US for short, was a boy with a dream to one day drive the big rigs and live the roaming, vagabond life of a trucker, eating gas station hot dogs while drinking stale coffee as he worked to stay on schedule, never knowing the sweet, tender touch of a woman. No, he'd have one in every town, each determined to rein in this bucking bronco of a man and become the main filly in his stable, taming that wild heart and letting him know that his race is done. Come home, young stallion. No, none of this is in the book, if you were wondering. I'm just trying to make trucking sound romantic. Anyhow, U.S.'s parents die, then his brother gets killed by a rogue trucker called the Highwayman, in an accident that nearly claims Ulysses' life as well. One steel skull cap later, and U.S. is not only able to pick up CB radio frequencies in his mind, but he's set up a rig that Jerry Reed would give his eye teeth for. With a weaponized 18-wheeler at his disposal, the search is on to avenge his brother's death. Yeah, you heard me, a weaponized 18-wheeler. It was tied into a toy line and the Transformers hadn't quite gotten here yet. I don't know what anyone was expecting from this. US-1 showed up many decades later in a revamp of She-Hulk where he was piloting the rig through space, so I guess the kid did all right for himself. I mean, there's no lonelier highway than the one we call space, right? The nights are never ending out there, and I'm told there's a rest area just outside Alpha Centauri where the coffee is warm and the beds are soft. Anyhow, US-1 is a book that got made. It ran for about 12 issues, which honestly is about 10 or 11 more than it deserved. I'm Carlton Tetley. 10-4, good buddies, and good reading. Over and out.